Hey gang, I'm not in the cosplay community, so I wasn't going to make this video, but like as an anime fan, I have very close proximity to the cosplay community. I'm also mad hating and mad jealous of cosplayers because they went out on a limb to do something that the time, the patience, the energy, I just don't know. So a few days ago, we recently lost a lovely young person named Ash, they, them pronouns, to bullying, more specific racist bullying. And since then, a lot of black cosplayers and a lot of black anime fans, whether or not they cosplay, which is why I'm also here, have said their piece on racism in the anime community. And before this, a Pokemon card person talked about racism in the Pokemon community. And then before this, somebody made a video about why is there so much racism in the nerd community. And it all ties back to the racism that this country is basically built off of. I'm very much speaking from an American lens because everybody so far has involved so far has been African American. But I guess I'm making this video because it's like there's so much beating around the bush here. And I felt inspired to make this video after a different cosplayer made a video about how back when anime fans were the out group, we got bullied. And that was everybody getting bullied. But now that anime is mainstream, it has adapted the racism of other groups, basically. So, first of all, we can't act like the Japanese aren't anti black. They are definitely perpetuating a part of this problem. Of course, we've seen improvements in more recent anime, but it's a long history before that of anti blackness in Japanese media. Mr. Popo, that love character from Shaman King, the only character to go to prison, by the way, and so many other examples, but those are the top two people usually know. Oh, we could argue Jinx from Pokemon, the first era. Even though Jinx isn't a person, it's technically a shadow, but we know what I'm talking about. From the way I see it, we really do have to combat racism at its root cause before we can combat racism in its sub-communities, like the nerd community. Like, racism has to be unacceptable everywhere for it to be unacceptable specifically here. And let's not forget, Ash was also non-binary with they, them pronouns, so we can't act like transphobia is not a thing that did not happen. People are very much highlighting the racism because I guess that's the easiest thing to talk about, but there's also transphobia. And I'm noticing a lot of people that have been talking about this topic have been cis. I am the first trans person that I know of to talk about it, although I'm sure that there are plenty of others. A lot of the videos that I've come across have been by cisgender people. But look at these platforms and how they even allow this racism to begin with. And then we can go from there about people taking the responsibility of moderating their comment sections or even turning their comments off and stuff like that. But first, let's look at what we're dealing with where we are even in environments that allow this racism to even get to this point. Because racism is the cornerstone of society in North America. In a country literally built off of racism, off of the chattel slavery, off of the native genocide, I can't be surprised that these things happen. Like, my condolences and everything, but I can't be surprised when somebody kills themselves because of racist and or transphobic bullying, harassment. Let's call it what it is, harassment. We've already complained about it on TikTok. We've already complained about it on Instagram. We've already complained about it on YouTube. And I feel like it's addressed in a narrow scope, maybe to help compartmentalize, maybe help people better understand. And also the anime community has the very unique experience of being bullied as a whole before anime went mainstream. And now for some reason we can afford to be racist. Oh, and let's not act like sexism wasn't always here. Just saying. But since we know it really is only white people complaining, I have an idea. And some people are going to disagree with me about this, but I'm going to say it anyway. I'm thinking that it's a good idea to become exclusionary. Like, if you're not black, get your ass up out of my comment section. Just delete them motherfucking comments. As somebody who has dealt with a lot of white people, what I can tell you is that white people, especially white men, do not like being shut down. It's not even about being ignored. It's not even about getting a response. Just delete them motherfucking comments. Nothing hurts a white person more than erasing their existence in any capacity, including but not limited to just deleting the fucking comment. Turn off them DMs. Don't give white people access to you. And some platforms, not enough platforms, but some platforms have comment moderation where you can hold comments from the public until you review them. Use that too. I know that sounds like a lot of work, but with great platform comes great responsibility. And even me with my tiny platform, I moderate the fuck out of these comments. Those whites can go back in the wash as far as I'm concerned. If you need to hire people to run your social media platform to make sure those comments don't see the light of day, do what you got to do. Protect your platform and protect yourself. Also, like, there are people who hire people to like read the comments because their platforms are so big and it's immediately overwhelming. Just do what you got to do. You didn't skimp on the glue that you used to mend that armor. Don't skimp on the mental health management. Don't skimp on the social media management. You know that people hate black people for no reason. Act accordingly.